Stephanie Longy asks, I wonder if Trump is actually committed to being tough on China. I don't think so. Not if actions speak louder than words. It seems Trump is actually trying to align with China and Russia. So there are several perspectives here, right? One is that Japan is concerned US-China relations will embolden Beijing, to be more heavy in the Indo-Pacific. I think Taiwan here has the most to lose. I don't think Trump's really interested in a war between China and Taiwan or having China take over to Taiwan. He's certainly not going to act militarily to save Taiwan. Look, on China, there's this kind of chaotic mix of mercantilism, populism, anarchism, conservatism. This is Professor Feng Yun at Peking University says that the fears of a reconciliation are overstated, but there are conditions and mistrust, right? So we have to see. A Russia-U.S. détente under Trump. Trump is trying to play Russia against China. Can Trump pull Russia away from China? I don't think so. China is Russia's closest ally right now, certainly supporting them in the war in Ukraine, economically. If Trump could, make some more, he wants to broaden relationships with Putin. I think that's, a big gamble, whether he can pull Russia away from China. China could find itself increasingly isolated in the rivalry with the United States. I'm really interested to see how this one plays out. Rush Doshi here at the Council on Foreign Relations is running this great China initiative. I encourage you guys to look at the Council on Foreign Relations website. We have great analysts here, Zoe Liu, David Sachs, so many of them. We have some really good China analysts here. And, look, this Trump's transactional approach favoring economic deal making creates risks and opportunities for China. It could lead to this new great triangle with the US, China, and Europe. So, again, I'll be really interested to see how this one plays out. On the Russia angle, Trump's negotiations with Russia are a little bit at Ukraine's expense, in my opinion. But, again, I think it could be about, just trying to pulling China away from Russia. So looks a little unlikely.